So the role then of the church and the role of the First Amendment was to prohibit the state getting involved in church business, if you like what had happened in England. Okay, so then this became a win-win situation. The Enlightenment side of the argument, they got exactly what they wanted. They did not want religion reflected in the American Constitution. The Christian or the faith people, they also got what they had bargained for, in the sense that there was a guarantee in the First Amendment of the American Constitution that there will be no, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. So they got what they wanted. Their fears of a state religion, a state-sponsored religious church or religion was quashed. It was guaranteed in the First Amendment of the Constitution. So this was a win-win situation. The separation of church and state was meant for the government not to intervene in church business. These are two institutions that are different. But it did not mean that Christians were prohibited to bring their Christian values and participate in the governance of the United States or any other country for that matter. Because we've seen the example of John Jay, for instance. He was unequivocal about his belief in Jesus Christ. He was unequivocal on the basis that he believed that the moral law of the Bible was still applicable in the running of nations. And he was unequivocal by saying that he would prefer that the Christians run the United States. So he was unequivocal. And he was also accommodating to work with people that were on the opposite side of his belief system. The Enlightenment movement and believers, they have probably an opposite side of a worldview to that of Christianity, like what John Jay was advocating. So the First Amendment and the separation of church and state, as it has been meant to understand, is actually a misunderstanding. It was an assurance from Thomas Jefferson writing to the Danbury Baptist churches in Connecticut that the First Amendment has given you what you advocated for. The state, the newly founded republic, the United States of America, will not establish a state religion. It will not support it with any religious organization with legal action, or it will not establish a church, a state church like the Church of England in England. So then it was a win-win situation that actually happened in the founding of the United States.